Hey, this is VIP Primo. If you've turned on Horde in the last hours per se, you will have noticed that Rise of the Horde is coming out June 6th, which is very exciting news. Obviously, you can read all the stuff. We're going to go over the video, and one of the reasons I even want to bring this up is because I want to review some of the positives and some of the negatives of the things that are coming. Yes, there are negatives. So one of the things I want to do is introduce you to what's going to happen. We're going to go over some of the new class cards, and then I'm going to address kind of what things we're going to be happy to see and what things you're not going to be happy to see. So let's take a look at the video real quick. Okay, so there it was in all its glory. All the different abilities and some things. So as you can see, the Horde update is going to really we're going to get a lot of new things with Horde. One of the biggest things, obviously, being the level 6 skills. And the level 6 skills are obviously just going to be, and I hate to say it like this, it's going to be a number. So if you have, your scouts who don't take damage now are definitely not going to take a lot, even less damage once they get their level 6 cards. Heavies are going to deal out more damage with the way they do things. And that we're going to go into that later because it's going to, some of you guys are not going to, I kept saying guys go for turrets and everybody want to go for salvos. I kept going for salvos and now we're going to get dinged for it. Yes, salvos are going to deal less damage down the road. So the thing is that those are going to be bonuses are going to continue. So if you have that kind of trend of your character, expect that stuff to continue. And there's going to be some new stuff that's going to come out. So the other thing that we've seen is there's some new skills that are coming out. 15 brand new skills that are 3 per class. And we're going to get into this loot drop thing as well. The loot drop thing's really cool. I don't know how they're going to handle this, but it's going to be neat. So that's another reason why I'm bringing it up. So first, let's go over these with the engineer. The first 3 are flow, which is take reduced damage while repairing fortifications. Don't really know how much that's going to play in. I've done this before, and I've never had a problem as an engineer taking damage. So if that's a thing, somebody let me know. I've never ran into it. So the overclock, which is increase the rate which weapons lockers replenish ammo. For some of you guys, that's going to be pretty cool. For others, it's not going to be a big deal. And again, salvos are getting nerfed, so I don't know how it's going to play in. So it's, for me, I'm always a turret guy. So a lot of you guys love your salvos, which is cool. I don't know how that's going to play out for you. We'll see how that works out. If engineers do use it, they use it. There may be more opportunity with this to go up dual engineers where, one side's the weapon locker guy that makes barriers And then, now that the weapons locker is going to have more than one card, that may play a role. That'll be interesting to see. So I'm looking out forward to seeing that and see how it works out. For salvage, enemies killed by your sentries have a chance of dropping ammo magazines. Honestly, don't even care. So I won't see that card getting much action. For the heavies actually do get some neat little things. The thick skin, which is take reduced damage from explosions. I'm going to try that at first, probably just to see how it works. It could be good, it could be bad. We'll see how that plays out. The problem with the heavy class right now is you can usually adjust one or two cards. So you can say, I'm going to take out my salvo card and put in my turret damage card, or vice versa. And usually the damage cards are, the two strong points. You can bring both in and be a strong heavy both ends. With this one, Berserker, which is while carrying a heavy weapon, you deal more damage as your health gets lower. And then Last Stand is while carrying your heavy weapon, you take less damage as your health gets lower. That's kind of the Last Stand's kind of weird. I don't know if anybody is actually going to mix the two together because, like I said, I've never really had. Most of the stuff that I do with heavies is range damage. So we'll see how that works out. But for Berserker, everybody likes to deal more damage with a heavy. And I don't know how they're going to play out this health gets lower thing. Is it going to be permanent lower, or is it going to be you take damage while you're using your heavy? Because it's very difficult to shoot once you've been taking damage. So how that plays out will be something we'll look forward to. I do see Berserker getting some usage, and I'm sure there are some people out there that are probably going to be... This is one of those cards I think people are going to swear by. Thick skin, there's going to be people that will use it and it'll probably get discarded down the road. But like I said, I'm going to use it to see exactly how that plays out, because there's a lot of times I get grenade damage that really that makes my life horrible. So for the scout, for you guys, level 6 cards for you scout guys, and I am a big, I play my scout a lot, so, and he gets a lot of use because number one, he's easy, and number two, because he's just, he takes damage and he can take it like a champ. So for the scout, the new things that are coming out are pretty neat. Dodge, take reduced damage while roadie running. It is what it is. Speed loader, roadie running will reload your equipment weapon automatically with an active reload round. That's a tempting one to use, just because one of the things you have to do is there's some of you guys with speed out there that just love running across the map and doing stuff. I can just see that being one of your go-to skills, and I think it's really impressive. I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. I won't use it myself per se, but I'm sure other guys will definitely get a use for it. Now, this one, I just went, wow. Okay, if you thought the Scout was bad before, it's about to get way worse when it comes to Horde. Cloak is being stationary in cover for seconds, and I'm sure it reduces the level of the cloak. You go invisible, and if you saw the video, your character just kind of gets like he's got some sort of like Predator-esque cover on him, and he blends in. So that cloaks you from your enemy. So I'm guessing the enemies not only can't see you, but they disengage from you. We got to see how this plays out. I don't know if somebody's already engaged you, that they may continue to engage you. But for you guys that love playing solo missions and stuff like that, here's a point when your scout can just go in cover, and now the bad guys walk away. And then he comes out of cover and goes back to what he was doing. So leaving the cover or shooting will remove the cloak, and shot enemies from cloak, you get a small damage boost too. So as if we didn't get enough damage boosts and other things like that from scouts alone, here's just another card to lay on top of that, like, crazy thing. So if you are okay with your shotgun having a little less ammo, you can take that card off and slap that cloak in, and I'm sure it's going to fit right in with all the scout guys out there that love dealing out damage. So next is a sniper, and I don't know if you guys know, I know this for me, and I've said it over and over again, the sniper is the hardest class to play because it's not really a good support class other than being able to take out big baddies, which is really, and I think the sniper class is, it's not that it's a bad class, it's that people don't know how to play sniper. So it needed something that was really going to help it merge in with everybody else and become a competitive class again. Well, you got it. And I'm going to jump right over those things, the other things, and go right to it. It's called Called Shot. You're going to see it right out there. It's called Targets you mark take, and this one is 40% more damage from all sources. That's crazy. Like, just think about that for a second. Not only is it just like an uncommon card, so you can, once you get it, you can buy, you can use 100 skills and just start pumping that bad boy up. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys would already be able to max it out right now with just scrap laying around. But the idea that now a sniper, it may even take the position of a soldier in some fields just because they can mark damage. Now, that may not seem, some of you may go, oh, that's no big deal right now. Trust me, when you see some of the nerf stuff that's going on down at the bottom of this, you're going to suddenly realize that having weapons in hand are going to play a big deal more damage than stuff that's, being built by an engineer. The engineer's role is getting kind of backed off from the field here, and in some respects it's cool, some respects it's bad. When we get to soldier, this good news is going to keep coming. So, but I'm now expecting that sniper and soldier characters to start being guys we see on the field a lot more, having a more predominant role. The scout, obviously, and engineers are big. The heavy has their job, but we're going to start seeing more of these 5-class runs going on. So to add to the other cards that they do, Steady Hand is take less damage and have reduced camera shake when being attacked while aiming or scoping. Seriously, if you're a real sniper, that's not a problem. Just that's a newbie card. Have fun with that, because seriously, for epic, it's a waste of time. Magic Bullet, critical hits with precision rifles penetrate through enemies and increase the damage of the next shot. We'll see how that works out. I don't see anybody using it. It's an epic card. If I get to it, I get to it. I'm not losing any sleep. But again, Called Shot, when it comes to Horde, me being a sniper, one of my epics are getting dropped. It probably won't be. It'll probably be the other card that's like their artillery version of the sniper. I'll probably drop that, keep the explosive headshots, and put that Called Shot out there, because that right there is big. And the idea that you have a mark card that allows you to mark all enemies on the field, that's there's some stuff in there mixed with a heavy. Think about the damage of a 40% increase of Called Shot, the mark damage from the heavy, and his general damage boost alone. I mean, we're talking 250% damage to guys just having a sniper on the field. So that's big news. So now to the soldiers, and these guys get a lot of good news. Soldiers get Siphoned. Planted grenades kills enemies to drop more power. For all you grenade guys out there, and I know I was late to the party, but when I got there, I was very happy to be a part of it. Planting grenades is such a big deal for soldiers, and it is such a useful skill. Now we have something where we have something that can get a bonus to the scouts, and now, I mean, we're money. Like, that's it. You're dropping juice just by coming out in the field and tagging some grenades around the field and running away. That's big. I mean, most of us were actually doing that already, and at least the first 10 waves to try to get that first bump and kill most of the room. I mean, I know personally I've cleared level 1 through 5 out just dropping grenades at spawns, and I mean, that's all extra energy that's going to a scout someplace who knows how to run. So that's big. Resupply, here's another one. Regenerate 1 grenade every second up to your starting loadout number. Like, I don't see this card being the end of the world. Like, I don't think you need level 6 for that, because that's really quick for 1 second. But the idea is that if you get this and then you say, okay, I'm going to keep building, and those grenades are still blowing up, you can still keep reloading, still keep plopping them down with. I mean, I think I have 8 grenades in my repertoire. I mean, I can literally just try to follow me. Good luck with that. So that is just huge. So for assault rifle accuracy, assault rifles become more accurate the longer they are fired while in cover. Great. That sounds like a great idea. All you noob guys out there, have fun with that. So I'm never going to use the card. It's an uncommon card, so that's great. It's cool for, like I said, newer guys, and that's one good thing about this is there are some good. You're a starting player. Here's a card to slap on to as you get accustomed to the characters. I don't know how it's going to play out over time because it is what it is. So this one now, I want you to look right in the middle of the screen here. Take these new skills out in the field, defeat bosses and hordes match for new rewards. Each boss wave you defeat at 30, 40, and 50 will drop a singular random horde skill. Yeah, you read that right. That says skill. Harder difficulties increase the likelihood of a rare drop, so challenge yourself for the best chance. I mean, for all you guys out there, it's like and I know I'm one of them, man. Buying horde packs for me was a waste of time because I'm never getting a rare. I'm getting everything, and everything's already maxed out. Here's your chance. Now, the thing that gets me about this, and this is where I get kind of weirded out, is it says a singular random horde skill. Does that mean it's only dropping one? So if it is, we got 5 players in random lobbies that it literally, I mean, this is a bad idea because people are going to end up saying, oh, I didn't get the card, I'm out. Or if I don't get the cards, then I'm not playing. I don't know how that's going to play out. Well, I hope it's one of those things that go in that it's a reward thing. So if somebody hits it, picks it up or whatever, everybody gets that card. If that works, booyah, we have victory. And if you don't play Horde, just smack yourself because it's like they're giving away cards for free. I mean, casual at 30, 40, and 50, that's showing people who are dedicated get stuff. And that to me is a bonus. So we'll see how that plays out. So the new UI features now show how many power drops and how much they're worth left in the field. While the benefits, the whole team scouts can now rest safely at the end of the round knowing they cleaned up every possible power drop going into the next wave. I mean, if you're a scout, we've never really worried about that. Again, that's kind of a newbie thing, and for those of you who are obsessive compulsive, I know I have it. Then it is what it is. So it's happy to have it, and I'm glad you guys are getting it. So let's skip over the new player stuff because nobody cares about that. Okay, so new difficulties, Inconceivable and Iron Man. So these are really good things too. With new improved skills also come tougher challenges. Prepare to take on the toughest fight of gear history, the new Inconceivable difficulty that are coming to both campaign and horde. I think it's interesting that it's coming to campaign too. We're going to see how that plays out. And Horde Inconceivable is a direct step up from Insane. So you can see enemies are more powerful. You'll be even weaker. Your enemies will be even stronger. Level up your skills to new level 6 peak and maximize the bonus to your class if you want to get through all 50 ways to Inconceivable. Unlock Inconceivable difficulty for Horde by beating 50 consecutive waves on Insane. There's a lot of us that are going to be able to do that in our sleep, so it's no problem. And with the new benefits, like I said, this is really just being created for you guys having heart attacks. Like, can I make it? Yes, you can. It really is just a step up from what you're doing now. And now you have bigger, more powerful cards to go into it. It really is just going to be a credit payoff. And we'll see how it plays off in difficulty. So, are we going to get more invited to Inconceivables or more to Insane waves? It'll be dependent on how functional the wave is. So that's how it's going to play in. So, and in Inconceivable takes more survival-based twist, giving you less health than Insane and less health to your enemies. That's because surviving on Inconceivable is all about effectiveness. Weapons and crate drops are giving you less damage, so you'll have to make every shot count with other pickups you can find Battlefield. Unlocking Inconceivable difficulty campaign by beating a campaign on Insane. A lot of that to me is just yabby. I don't even care about it. It's a new way of playing it. Great. So here's the one I like though. In addition, Iron Man mode comes to both Horde and campaign with the rise of Horde. And Iron Man means one simple thing: don't die. That is huge right there. And in campaign, one death will restart your game back to square one. And in Horde, no cog tags will be dropped when you die. One failed wave spells the end of your run to wave 50. You can toggle Iron Man on any difficulty that suits you, and there's some achievements out there that chase fans willing to take on the Ultimate High Risk Challenge. Plus, exclusive to Horde, Iron Man adds a 5% XP bonus, XP and XP bonus completed during the match. So yes, cog tags will be dropped when you die. One failed wave spells the end of your run. So I am into that. That right there, I mean, I don't even care about the 5% XP, man. It's all about the challenge for that because that's real. And I know a lot of you guys are going to jump right on that and be like, yeah, we've done Iron Man, we've done it on Insane, we've done it on Inconceivable. It's really just going to be a great challenge, and I'm glad they added that. I think it's something we needed way long ago, and I'm glad to finally see it. It's going to be a good twist. So 500G of new achievements, guys. And I mean, I'm just gonna roll over these real quick. Feel free to read to your heart's content. This stuff is good stuff, though. And there it is, guys. Avalanche and Rustlung. You guys that have been playing Gears 2, and I'm a Horde 2 Gears fanatic. I got my wings, which, by the way, that's coming up in a second too. Got my Gears of War 2 maps. These were great maps. They were fun. Now that we can actually put stuff on them and do great defenses, I'm wondering how they're going to do the actual Avalanche itself. That I'm really looking forward to. I don't know if it's going to be an Easter egg or if it's just going to be part of the map. I do hope they add it, though. That would be amazing. So prepare to fight for the boom shot. The moment the snow falls. So during the match, the snow avalanche on the battlefield, killing anything is past, changing the entire middle of the map. So there you go. So village sits below mountain with unstable. During the match, the snow avalanche is on the battlefield. Yes, exactly. It probably will reset between the 10 waves. We'll see how that works out. So Rustlung, returning from Gears of War 3, being an intense close quarters flavor to the must drop. Cover in the middle of the map can drop or raise with the press of a button. You guys know about the raising rocket rows and everything. Give them nasty price. Cover disappears right from under them. Now, there's one great thing about Rustlung. I don't know if you guys remember, and that was the silverback was in the middle of the map. And that was something you could pay for, basically built up to that thing to get it to do its thing. I don't know how that's going to play out here. If we're going to, I don't see anybody getting a silverback anytime soon. Who knows? Maybe it's a level 6 thing. So we'll see how that works out. Season pass holders can play both these maps beginning June 6th. So you developer guys, get ready because people are going to start knocking on your door to play that. And June 13th they'll be regular. So cross-play, I'm not looking at that. And here it is. Return of wings, guys. If you're a Gears 2 guy, you have your wings on Gears 2. I know I'm one of you. Here we go. We're going back to getting some of those Gears wings things go up. It's going to be based on the crest for the initial 10 re-ups, and will take longer than before. So there's 1 to 5, and this is the thing that's big on that. You collect a custom Lancer, and as it says, the only custom Lancer skin in the game. So I don't know what that means per se. Like, is that like custom Lancer? Is it based on what your re-up is? I don't know how that works, but I just like the word custom Lancer and it being the only one in the game. So I'll end up fighting for it. So we'll bring the new rings re-up icons and black gold custom Lancer in the coming days. We'll be looking forward to that. So here's some more bonuses for second wave stuff. You're gonna get packs. So yeah, if you haven't logged in, log in. That's why I'm showing you this, is because it's worth logging in. Gears of the Golden Gun, nobody cares. So here's the update notes, and this is where things are going to get. Now I'm going to just put this right on the page here. Horde balance update. This is where things start getting to be painful. Analyzing the dynamics of Horde, new skills that provide more successful strategies for classes. In other words, you hate us. In addition, we're also beefing up players with the ability to take their skills to the next level, level 6. Blah, blah, blah. With all these new options for the players, we felt that time to address the man-turret-centric nature of Horde that becomes a staple of many Horde base. Currently set up relies too heavily on getting 2 to 4 turrets to level 4 as quickly as possible. And giving the incredible bang for the buck they give compared to the other fortification options. We want classes, skills, and variety to shine in Horde. No, you don't. And turrets, we're limiting that by being too effective for too little cost. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know about you guys, but when I went on a Horde battlefield, it was sentries, turrets. Everybody was using something crazy. I mean, you still have a tough time today kind of reeling people into what they're supposed to be doing, and engineers just getting out of control. If you really want to say what's overpowered in the game. It's that engineers do everything and nobody else does anything. Because as a heavy, I have this card that's maxed out that says that my turret can hold more damage or do more damage, or one of those cards where I'm supposed to build one, and it's not effective for me to build one because my engineer builds it for like a tenth of the cost that I do. And that's cool and everything, but that's where you're getting these problems, Coalition, not because we're like going one way or the other. And I don't buy it. So you're just making it harder, and that's okay. I'm not going to complain about it. Let's just call a spade a spade. That's just what it is. So we want 2 classes skills of Variety, Shine, Horde, turrets. We're limiting that by being too effective for too little cost, whatever. In this update, we're making the high-level turrets a serious investment, both in initial cost and how much it costs to keep them filled with ammo. We also found the damage output of level 3 and 4 turrets was on the high side, so we slightly reduced their damage. So congratulations, guys. Your turrets are getting nerfed again. I personally say, you know what? I'll get to level 3 and I won't go any higher. There's no reason to. That we had a game the other day where we had turrets at level 3. I mean, sentries on level 3, and I said, why do we need level 4? It is what it is, so let's just keep doing what we're doing. Now, this is the other thing. I'm going to skip down to the bottom. If it really was all that other stuff and they want, flavor of whatever, then why did Hammer's Dawn Strikes get increased to 13,000 from 11,000? Now, if you guys are also like me and you play a ton of, and let's just call it what it is, they don't want us doing speed runs because speed runs, get into their credit mix. That's okay. They make money doing it. It is what it is. But I understand that those speed runs make a lot of credits, and those goes into buying card packs. There's resistance to that, and that's what that's for. That's to slow us down. And back down at the bottom again, you see salvo damage reduced by 12%. That's not really a big number. We're going to overcome that down the road, but in the same respect, damage for damage, where are we going with that, So the reduced level 3 and 4 turret damage, that's another 12% bump, and increased cost of turrets by above level, and this is where it gets painful. 20,000 from 15,000, 40,000 from 20,000, and 80,000 from 40,000. So here's the idea. Build all your base turrets, get them to maybe 40,000 or whatever, and then just get your heavies or whatever to do what they do best at the new level. We're going to see how that plays out over time. So the increased cost of ammo refill based on turrets, 25, 75, 100%. Like, okay, fine, we won't use them. I mean, if that's the way we want to play it. And I'm sure this is going to be a complaint, and I'm pretty sure down the road that's going to be updated because it's just getting out of control. And I mean, with the Hammer Dawn stuff, like really 11,000, well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've played with a Hammer of Dawn, and there came a point when people looked at me and said, I don't have level 5 hammer because of the $11,000 cost. They're not even playing it, and they can't get to level 50 on Horde. I'm sorry that there are some of us that are really good. It happens. But I don't know what to tell you about the rest of them. So here's some other stuff. Obviously they're working on the Nasher stuff. The zombie characters now updated with standard character dialogue, which is pretty cool, and they only say brains when landing headshot. Sweet. So fix an issue that caused headshot character dialogue to fire more than tender, and major reduced kill streak dialogues. So you can read through that right there and get some of that up. It's just kind of the thing that's out there. So like I said, with what we have now, that's a lot of stuff that we're going to be getting used to over time here and having a lot of fun with. We're going to see how this all pans out and see where everything goes from here. For those of you guys that are playing it, get on Horde. Show us what you got. We're looking forward to playing some new ways. I'm looking forward to making some new videos. I'm looking forward to an Avalanche speed run. Let's see how that works out. And looking forward to the new cards that are coming out and how that dynamic works in playing the game. Hopefully, I'll finally be able to use my sniper way more than I use my scout. This is VIP Primo signing off. Have a great day. Bye.